Hello everyone, welcome to another tarot pick a card reading. In this reading, we will talk about what unexpected things are coming towards you. We have group number 1, 2, and 3. So, to select a group, simply you can ask yourself which one of these groups resonate with me or which one of these groups has my answer. You can also select a number from 1 to 3, and once you have selected your group, you can go check the timestamp and enjoy your reading. Hello, group number 1, and this is your reading. Let's see what we have for you. We have the 9 of Cups. Interesting. Then we have 5 of Pentacles. Great. And then we have the Lover's card. All right. So what I see from here, group number 1, is that definitely there's a romantic relationship involved, and that is match made in heaven. But looks like something in this relationship is just not going well. What is that thing? Well, the thing is, you guys are made for each other, and you were supposed to be in a relationship, and you are right now. And if you're thinking that, okay, we should separate our ways and whether to get a breakup or divorce, but it looks like something is really holding you back. And what is that? What is that? Is it that karma or energetic entanglement? Because what do you understand by karma? Karma is not something that is like a punishment. It is not punishment. That okay, you had done something to this person in your other lifetime. That is the reason why this person has come into your life in this life to punish you in some way or the other. It is not, but karma is that vibrational resonance that you have. So I see definitely there's an energetic entanglement that is keeping you both together, and you in the beginning you were pretty much full of passion, fell in love, and a lot of chemistry, but now you have problem. You have this 5 of Pentacles. So what is the reason behind your problem? 5 of Pentacles that we have here is, okay, so as you can see here, this man is dressed up in a very expensive clothes and is in this luxurious house, but he's feeling very miserable. What is the reason for his misery? So you see deep down inside, this man is feeling very poor. Also, it looks like he's begging for help. He's wounded, he's hurt. Looks like a lot of like emptiness, like I don't have anything in my life. A lot of the people I see on TV, on social media, they look very happy in those pictures. They belong to affluent families, but deep down they're very broken people. They have depression, they have dysfunctional relationship either with the life partner or their parents or with the children. They have kind of like a mental illness that they can't talk about. So they have a lot of the unexplainable trauma, suffering that they go through. And to me, group number 1, it looks like you are one of those people that to the outer world, you guys are very affluent, rich. People will look at you and will think, I wish I had this man's life. But if they would have been in a situation, then only they would have known that how miserable you are from the inside. But what is the reason for your misery? Let's try to figure that out. All right, so we have the Nine of Cups here. Okay, so there's a water sign man, very, very proud of his achievements. So this reminds me of one of those men. I mean, they are the high achievers in their career. You go into their office and you see on their wall, on their cabinet, there are medals, there are awards. I see one of those men, and it could be that you go into their house and their drawing room is decorated with all their career achievements, all the reward and recognition that they have achieved so far in their life. So, definitely, there is no doubt that either you are a man or a woman, you belong to a very rich, affluent, wealthy family, and you have achieved a lot of reward, recognition, and wealth in your career, whether with the support of your family or on your own, but you have it. So when I see the other side of the card, here is this woman feeling very, very attracted towards this achievements of this man. Okay, so now I understand the story behind it. So you could be a woman who got attracted to this man not because of his personality but his social and financial status. You thought, okay, if I need to uplift my status in the society, I should have this man as my life partner. Or it could be that you are already an affluent woman. You feel like, okay, this man is of my standard, so I should have this man in my life. And there you go. You got attracted to this man. And if you're watching this reading, you could be this man. And this man could be your life partner, that woman. Because a lot of time it happens that in our relationship, although between man and woman, man embodies more of the feminine energies and the woman embody more of the masculine energy. It happens a lot. So let me try to understand this thing. Okay, so you got attracted to this person because of his social and financial status, fell in love, and were in a long-term committed relationship. But right now, although you have a lot of things, luxury, social status, financial abundance, but deep down inside you feel you're empty. You don't have anything. You don't have the money. You don't have the person that you loved. You don't have good health. You don't have mental peace. It looks like you're just drained of all your life force energy for some reason. Who is draining your life force? What is draining your life force? Is it a chronic illness? Is it your dysfunctional relationship? Is it the expectation from the society? What is that? Let's try to figure that out. So here we have the Three of Cups. Then we have the Strength card. And we have Five of Cups. Okay. So the Five of Cups, it talks about grief and loss. That you are You had all these 5 cups, but 3 of them got spilled. All right, so, oh, okay. Something has definitely happened in your life that has made you so upset and depressed that you are only looking at the negative side of your life, that what I have lost. You are unable to see the blessings of your life right now. All right? You see. So on the other side, this man has his 2 cups and this beautiful red rose. This rose could be a significator of love and support and care that people from his life is trying to give towards him, but he doesn't have any um, gratefulness or awareness towards that, because he's so much consumed in of his loss that okay. And you see here the lover card. Probably the relationship that you were in, group number 1, is not going as per your expectation. That is the reason why you feel like, okay, that is a great loss in my life, because I thought this is the love of my life. I thought that we are soulmates. And now what happened? He is not the person that I thought he would be. She is not the person that I thought that she would be. Or that person that I fell in love with has changed over time. Something has changed them that cannot be repaired. And the chemistry that you used to have is lost, it's not there anymore. Probably you guys have grown old. It happens in every marriage that after 20 years, 30 years, and you feel like, man, I don't feel that chemistry anymore. That's okay, that's normal. So, what should be your goal as a couple in those situations, like after 20, 30 years of marriage? That, okay, try to explore things in a different way, try to do things in a different way. I mean, it can't just happen like by the age like you're 50, 60 and you're behaving like this um, couples that are like in their 30s. It can't happen. But then yet together as a couple you can do so many things. There are so many ways to express love towards each other, and we have to explore that. And I think although one person in this relationship, they understand the meaning of it, but the other person is not being able to see that. It could be that you as a man, you feel like, I am craving for that spark that I used to have in the beginning of my relationship, and I don't have that anymore. And you're very upset over that. But you see that your life partner does a lot of things for you, a lot of the other things for you. See, the rose represents that love, nurturing care towards you, and you have turned your back towards that. You are grieving over the lost chemistry that you don't have anymore. Okay, so on the other hand, it could also be that this man or woman that you're committed to is so much involved in his or her career that he doesn't pay much attention to his home life, his relationship, his personal relationship. You know, I've seen people, they're so much, they maintain a good rapport with their employees, with their um, clients, with their friends, but when it comes to their life partner, they're so they're so lost in there. I mean, either they're neglectful or they just don't know how to take care of their life partner. And something like that is definitely happening here. You feel like you're alone in that relationship. So we also have the strength card. see how this woman is trying to tame this big lion. All right. Okay. So it could be that you have tried a lot of different ways and to reconcile, but it looks like it didn't work. And it looks like you're still trying to find out like what would be that magic pill that can make you in a certain way, make you behave in a certain way, make you more responsible, make you more attentive, make you more engaged in the relationship, make you have that empathic ear that you don't have right now, make you have some balance between your career and your personal life. But nothing has worked so far here. This is what I see. The next card we have the Three of Cups. All right. Okay, so you guys belong to a kind of a family where you have so many reasons to celebrate. Like you buy a new house and there are people coming over your house to congratulate you. You buy a new car and there are people coming up to congratulate you. You have new career achievements and there are people coming at your house to congratulate you for that. So many reasons to celebrate, and this is quite evident. Like to the outer world, you guys are a perfect couple, that perfect power couple. People look at you and your pictures and they have no idea what you two are going through deep inside. And you know what? It looks like only one person is suffering in this relationship. The other person is just fine with it. Because to a lot of people, I think they get married or they be in a relationship not for the sake of that relationship, but they need something to show to the world like, okay, people get married and I got two. People have children and I have two. Because they need something to show to the world that, okay, I have something that I can take pride on, to brag about. Like, I have a good looking wife, I have a good looking husband. And so they are more calculative, they believe in more of the projection, and you are a kind of a person who believes in more of the spiritual, emotional, soulmate kind of connection, and you're not having that with this person. You guys are quite opposite to each other because what completes you doesn't complete the other person. I mean, in a relationship, you crave for something else, but this person craves for something else. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the Fool card. Then we have Five of Wands. Okay. Then we have the Star card. All right. So, if I try to talk about, yes, this one I'll talk about the first because it's filled up with a lot of heated energy, and why not? I mean, see, these two people are covered by this metal helmet and quite blinded towards each other. If they want to hit each other, they can't probably because they can't see anything. They are so blinded by their rage and their selfishness that they just can't take the right action towards each other. Like they want to attack, but they can't. And when they are not attacking each other, what is happening? There is the cold war that is existing between them. All right. So what I see here is right down here, Five of Pentacles. You are alone in that relationship, not feeling fulfilled. Then you're trying to be strategic to convey your message and to make this person behave in a certain way, but that's not working. And then you ran into arguments, fights with this person. And then again, even the fighting is not working, because the why is the reason that you fight? Because you want to convey a message that you're not listening to me. Listen to me. You haven't done that. You should do that. But even that is not happening. And that fight is so unexpected in your card, group number 1, that you never thought that this day that you'll have to see in your life with this person. So deep down, you're wishing that, okay, I wish things will go well between both of us. You are doing all the things that can bring this man, not just his physical body, but also his soul, his emotion, his presence towards you. And you're trying to bring those balances. I mean, all these things. Probably you're going to couple counseling. Probably you're going to these relationship coaches, like, what can I do to bring more harmony in my relationship with this man? You are doing that right now, because when you try to use your own brain, your own ideas to be strategic with this person, it didn't work. So you're now taking help from others. Let's see if the other people, these couple counselors and relationship coaches, if they can give you a solution. And let's see what we have for the next card. Next we have the Empress card. And we have the Ten of Wands. So the Empress card is all about motherhood, feminine energy, children. So I am assuming that you guys already have children. And that could be the reason why you feel that it is not possible for you to break up with this person. But when I see the Ten of Wands here, there is that this man is asking towards this man for help. That, okay, you take 50% of the burden and I will do the rest. But it looks like this man is quite reluctant to step in and help. That is the reason why you feel quite left alone in this relationship. But I'm gonna say that because you're going and seeing this couple counselor, keep trying. Let's see what we have for the next cards. We have the Change. Expectation. Group number 1, you need to change your expectation towards this person, towards your life partner. Because, like I told you before in the beginning of this reading, that things change as you age. Things change after marriage. Because when you get to know someone after marriage or after a committed relationship, after you start to live with them, a lot of the unknown things you get to know about them, and you have to accept it. Because it could be that they might not change in the future, and you have to live with it. And because you have children involved, you have your social status to maintain. So I think you also kind of in a situation in so many ways, either socially, financially, mentally, or in other ways, that you cannot just leave this man or woman or change this person 100%. So you need to change your expectation towards this person. You need to accept them the way that they are. The next and the last card that we have for you, group number 1, is wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. All right. So if you've been thinking about divorcing this man, breaking up with this man, or leaving the house, going somewhere where no one knows you, this kind of things, or anything else like committing suicide or doing something very odd and awkward, do not do that, because I understand that you are very upset, depressed, and frustrated. 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups, but you need to try to bring balance in your relationship, in your health, in your mental peace. Because financially, I see that you guys are affluent enough, so there's no financial problem. You guys have children as well, so try to take care of them. And I think before doing anything, try to see the holistic effect of that action in your life, and also in your partner's life, in your children's life, also in your friends and families. And the spirit is telling you that you will come up with a better solution to this problem. Leaving is not a solution. It's not. It only makes things worse. So definitely wait for something better. Ask for help. Go to a relationship coach. If the last couple counselor or relationship coach did work for you, go to another one. I am sure that you will find the right match, the right consultant or coach for you who will be able to help you out in this situation. And group number 1, that was it for me for today, and I will see you next week. Hello, group number 2, and this is a reading. Let's see what we have for you. We have 9 of Pentacles. Interesting. And then we have 3 of Pentacles. Okay. We have 3 of Swords. All right. So, group number 2, you could be a woman or a man that is dominant earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and definitely you are very independent. And I see that the rabbit here, it talks about taking quick action and being able to do a lot of things. So definitely you are a kind of a person that has the ability to give birth to new successful projects. And I see that if you are in a career, then you have multiple stream of income and you are so abundant. You have all the career success that you have. Beautiful. I mean, there are people in your life who envy you because of your financial abundance, your independence, and your success. All right. So, the 3 of Pentacles is all about collaboration, partnership. As you can see in the opposite side of the card, this man or you had all this ability to do all the work here by yourself, but you chose to partner with someone because you felt like it's fun to work with others, or it's fun to do things in a different way that I can't do by myself. Or probably that someone offered you, let's say, okay, I am a new interior designer. In the industry, I'm not getting any work. I want to work with you, for you, so that people will start to get to know me and I'll start to have more clients. And he was like, oh, okay. And you started to really get comfortable with each other. You started to trust each other, and it's great. I mean, see these big companies like these architect companies, they have partnership with some of the suppliers. This could also be that you are a musician and this person is a composer. Or it could be that you are an actor and this person is a director. Well, it is quite evident from this card that you guys complement each other very, very well. The question to you is, did you need this partnership? No, because you are quite capable of doing things by yourself. But you chose to have this partnership, whether on request or on your will. Or probably you just wanted to explore new ways of doing things. The problem that is happening here right now is the Three of Swords. I see that you are right now heartbroken, betrayed, cheated on. Someone tried to attack you, and they did attack you. Well, no, excuse me. They could not attack you, but they attacked your, let's say, your reputation. See what we have on the other side here. They could not attack you. You are here right now. When they were attacking you, the swords got stuck in that armor. I don't know what you call that in English. It looks like an armor, metal armor that protects you from the attack. And man, you are like, although quite guarded up, like so no one would be able to attack you, but that attack to you was quite surprising. You didn't expect this person to attack you this way. It could be that he cheated you, betrayed you, lied to you, or tried to take the credit of your work, or maybe somehow or the other did something illicit and inappropriate. A lot of people I see that they start working with you, and after a while they start to be nosy about your personal life. They ask for the things like friends with benefits. they their behavior towards you just start to become very, very abnormal and inappropriate, and probably that made you very, very disappointed, so much so that you decided not to work with them anymore. It could be that, okay, right now you're like, this is it. This is it. I'm not taking any shit from this person anymore. Let's see what we have for the next cards. So next we have is, let me put it here. We have the Emperor. We have Six of Swords. And we have Nine of Wands. Okay. So I'll go one by one here. Let me try to understand this. Okay. So although you are a very dominant earth sign energy, but you have a lot of fire element within you as well. It could be that you are a Sagittarius ascendant and Virgo is in your 10th house of career. Or it could be that in your first house there is a earth sign ascendant. In your 6th, 7th or 10th house there is the fire sign. It could be. Anyways, if you need astrology reading, you can email me to book a session. And let's see. Oh, by the way, this energy also represents the energy of Aries as well. So, as we know, if you are an Aries ascendant, your 10th house will be Capricorn. Capricorn is earth sign. Man, if you have Mars in your Capricorn, it is exalted. And you'll have all the success in your career. You'll be unbeatable. There will be no one like you in the industry. So, either you are an Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You have both the sun, oh, not the sun. You have both the fire and earth element within you, or it could be that you have your sun or moon in earth sign or in fire sign. It could be. And because we have the Emperor card, that also signifies the energy of Leo. All right. But that's okay. Let's put the astrology aside right now and let's talk about the tarot reading here. Here we have this independent person working together with someone, getting cheated, betrayed, lied, and now taking action to leave and become more independent and superior in the industry. So the heartbreak or the lying, cheating, betrayal, trauma that is coming towards you, you're going to combat that by being even more powerful in the industry, because definitely you're not going to continue to work with this person anymore. You're going to be independent. You're going to separate your ways. You're leaving definitely, because it's not that you're thinking to leave, but I think you are already in the process of leaving. I see that happening. Six of Swords is all about leaving, and you're leaving right now. And okay, someone is supporting you in the process. It could be your friend, it could be a life coach, it could be a consultant, it could be a financial advisor, it could be someone old and senior from your industry, it could be your sibling, or it could be your life partner, or anyone like a genuine friend that is helping you in that process. Or it could be your inner guidance as well, that is leading you in the right direction. And I see that you're moving, and you're moving in a very, very fast way. You're rushing towards independence and towards becoming more superior in the industry. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have 8 of Wands. Then we have 2 of Pentacles. Then we have 9 of Swords. Okay, so I'll talk about all this one by one. You have the 9 of Swords. That means anxiety, tension, mental illness. All right. So because you are capable of doing everything by yourself, and you're doing that. You have done that before. You're doing it right now. But I think somehow you get knocked down by the fear, the risk. Also, sometimes the phobias kick in. That okay, I have seen other people failing this way. So, which side will I be on? On which spectrum? The negative or the positive? Will I be able to maintain my success? Or will I fall hard on my face? That anxiety, tension, worry is consuming you right now. Next we have is Two of Pentacles. That means because you're going single right now, probably you are starting up your own company, or probably you had your company and now that you left that collaboration, that partnership, now you have a lot of the burden on yourself. Most importantly, the expectation of your stakeholders, of your clients, of your suppliers. They are trying to probably they will criticize you, they will say to you, probably throw challenges at you, like, okay, will you be able to maintain the standard of your work in the future by yourself? And you're like, oh, I've got this, don't worry, I'll do that. And see, this man is juggling, trying to balance. And what I feel from this reading here, you will be able to maintain the standard of your work. Don't worry about that. And if you're going through this tension, worry, anxiety, you can go for energy healing. You can heal your crown chakra, third eye chakra, heart chakra, root chakra to feel more relaxed about yourself and understand, because thoughts creates reality, right? If you keep thinking about the negative things, you will attract the negative things in your life. So it is very much important for you to let go of the negative thinking. And if you need energy healing, you can email me to book a session. The next card we have is Eight of Wands. So definitely. And we have the Thunderbolt. All right. So something is going to happen to you very, very quickly. The unexpected thing that is going to come at you. This trusted person betraying you, then you leaving, then you are trying to get the balance and the independence and the reputation of your work back by yourself. All of that is going to happen to you very, very quickly, very, very suddenly. I mean, if I have to say that, okay, you are going to be attacked by these 8 different ways, what would that be? Say in your company there are 8 people that you should be aware of. Who would be those 8 people? Or in your company there are 8 projects that you should be very, very careful about, which might not go as per your expectation and which will make you very, very depressed, and you need to either stop those projects or manage it in a different way. And who you should work with, who you should not work with, take the right decision in the right time. But I think that things will happen such an accelerated way that you will not have any time to think about it quietly. That is the reason why it's giving you a lot of the anxiety and tension that, oh my God, within this 2-3 days, what just happened? So I'm telling you guys, group number 2, if you have this, be prepared for it. Like, if you get attacked by this unexpected things, be prepared. Go to a life coach, go to an energy healer, go to an astrologer, and try to get some guidance from them. Let's see what we have for the next card. We have the 7 of Cups and we have the 9 of Wands. The 7 of Cups means that you have so many options to choose from, and it looks like that you're not being able to see things clearly. You're not being able to look at the opportunities and the possibilities very clearly right now. So in this situation, it will be advisable for you to take someone's help. Definitely. There could be someone from your industry or in your friend circle to help you out with these things. Who would be that person that you can go to in the moment of a crisis? Think about that. If you can't take decision for yourself, let this person help you out with things. The next card we have is the Nine of Wands. So definitely you see that this wolf is trying to attack this man. There are people after you, definitely, and they're in your office. I'm sorry, group number 2, that you have to go through this, but be aware of that. They might attack you from behind, so have your guards up, take all the precautions, be aware of all the implications of the law in your country, in your company, in your industry. And if you have to take legal action to combat this person, this betrayer, do that. And definitely do not trust people blindly. Trust your intuition. Be calculative and be assertive, because fire sign and earth sign are all about being calculative and assertive. Let me put it right there. Let's see what we have next. We have the Thief. Okay, then we have the Great Fortune. All right. So, when I look at this card, it reminds me of the thing that someone is trying to steal something from you, and definitely someone in your office trying to attack you. They don't have your best interest. The only reason why they want to work with you is because they want some advantage from you, but they don't want to give anything in return. They want to somehow exploit you, rob something from you, and get you in the trouble. So be aware of this person. If you are watching this reading, ask yourself who would be that person in your office or amongst your partners who could have a different motive, who could be very you definitely need to be aware of this person. The next card we have is Great Fortune. All right, so I see here the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is all about financial independence and abundance. And when you are going to go individual in your journey, you are going to manage things by yourself. You are going to attract great fortune towards yourself that you never imagined. That is meant to happen to you, and it will happen to you. So don't worry about getting out of the partnership and going solo in your journey. And although it will be overwhelming in the beginning, but things will get better in the future. The next and the last card that we have for you, group number 2, is Consult an Expert. So more information is needed, contact someone with expertise in this area. So that means that when someone is trying to exploit you, trying to betray you, trying to steal something from you, you can consult an expert on how to terminate this person, because probably you can't terminate this person right away. Probably you have some commitment related to partnership, the legal binding that okay, you cannot terminate this contract of partnership before 10 years, before 5 years or 2 years. But this person has done something very inappropriate that you have to terminate this partnership or terminate this employee from your office. So you can consult an expert who can help you with these legal things. And when you're going solo in your journey, you need a lot of legal support, financial advice. So consult an expert who can help you in this situation. Number 2, that was it from me, and I will see you in the next video. Hello, group number 3, and this is your reading. Let's see what we have for you. We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. Then we have for you is the Devil card. Okay. Then we have 2 of Cups reversed. All right. Now, let me try to understand things. Okay, so you have the 8 of Cups here. So you see that all the cups right here, they're quite old and broken. So you feel that all the things that you have in your life right now, they are useless, meaningless, and they can't serve you. They can't make you whole and complete. You need something else. And in search for that, you're trying to head towards a different direction. And you see the opposite side of the card. There's an inner child within you that did lack a lot of nurturing and care in childhood. Probably your parents were neglectful, or probably the teachers that you had in your life were not nice enough to you, and that had left you with a trauma. Or it could be that in your childhood something has happened that hasn't healed yet, and right now what is happening in your life right now, that in your adulthood you are getting triggered in your relationship, in your interaction with others, you are getting triggered, and you feel that, man, this deep rooted trauma that I need to address and figure out a healing for that. You need to do shadow work, but you don't yet know who will help you address that trauma and how you can heal yourself the best possible way. Because healing is a very painful journey. It's not so easy. I mean, you might get repetitive flashback. You might go through a void phase, withdrawal phase. You might have spiritual depression. Um, you might feel very frustrated, and you'll ask a question towards yourself like, who am I? Why am I here? What is the reason of my existence? Why it happened to me? And until or unless you will get the answers of those questions, these questions will haunt you. And that void phase is quite suffocating. And if you don't have any guidance in your life, spiritual guidance, the journey could be quite a lone journey. But let's see what we have for you next. We have the devil card here. All right. So the devil is all about your codependency. So that codependency could be a toxic relationship. It could be self-harm behavior like alcohol dependency or toxic relationship, self-hatred. It could be a very toxic illusion that you want to get rid of, because understand that this third dimensional world is full of illusion. What is this 3D world? It's an illusion. It's a holograph, this reality. And the moment that you realize that you are living in this holographic reality, you develop spiritual depression. See? That is the reason why people say that people in this physical reality who are not spiritual are really enjoying life, and people who are spiritual in this physical reality, they feel the life as more of a confinement. They feel their soul is trapped within this third dimensional body. But understand what is happening in reality is your soul wanted to explore the third dimension. That is the reason why you incarnated here. And if you right now are having this spiritual awakening, and you're going through the void phase, that's okay. It's good to know about the reality of the universe, of how the universe was created and why it was created, and all of that answers that you're seeking. But don't try to run away from this third dimensional reality, because if you were meant to die, you would have died long back. You haven't died yet, you're alive. That means you still need to unlock a lot of mystery about your life, also about your spiritual realm and this physical realm while existing in this physical realm. That is the reason why you're here. So you will not leave this plane, this 3D plane, until or unless you complete your mission. Okay? So even when time to time you feel like you are stuck in this place, understand nothing happens without any reason. Everything is in the divine plan. You exist here because you are meant to be here. Your soul wanted to have this experience, to understand what polarity is, what linear progression time frame is. What does it feel like to have disease, suffering, pain? That is the reason why you're here, to explore those polar emotions. And I understand the 3D world is full of these extreme emotions. And when you get enough of that, then you ask yourself, like, okay, why? What is the reason? And the reason is, see, in higher dimension, we don't have polarity. We have oneness. But in lower dimension, we have separation. We have polarity, suffering. And this is what we are experiencing right now. Okay, guys, group number. So group number 3, if you're going through this spiritual depression, don't worry about that. I would advise you to find a spiritual coach to assist you in this spiritual ascension, because it looks like you are going through a spiritual awakening, massive spiritual awakening. So what happens in that stage? You change your food habit, you change your lifestyle, you change your friends. You can't change your family, but you start to feel that the dynamic between you and your family members are changing. Your relationship towards you is changing. You don't feel inclined towards buying expensive cars, living an extravagant lifestyle. You would shift towards simplicity, minimalism. This is what's happening to you, and you're going through this. Don't worry. People who are meant to be in your life will be in your life, and people who are meant to get off your system, they will. So the next card we have here is 2 of Cups, and we have that reversed. That means that all the people that you had in your life, your friends, family, colleagues, suddenly you will start to feel disassociated with them. You feel like their existence in your life is not relevant. See, like they are present in your life, but you feel that they don't serve you in any way. They can't give you the emotional comfort that you need. They can't show you the spiritual direction that you need. So what can you do in this situation? Like I told you before, if you can get a perfect spiritual coach for you, they will guide you in the process. Then you will meet your spiritual supportive soul tribe, and you'll feel connected with them. You'll feel like, okay, there are like-minded people in the world. They're just like me. And you will also get out of this situation. You'll get out of this situation because it might feel that, okay, this matrix is filled with these crazy things like money. Money is the second god of this world, but for a lot of people, money is the first and one and only god in the world. Because you have no money, your existence will be quite painful. I mean, in order to survive, you need money. Everything is based on money. So I think it could be that you are. So when you are having this spiritual ascension, you will see that your relationship with money will start to change. It will become more positive. I'm not saying that you will become poor, but you will become more simplistic, minimalistic, and the thing that you used to do before, like you used to chase after money before, but now you will see that instead of chasing, you're trying to attract money towards yourself. Because money is what? It's an energy, and there is no crisis or lack of money in the world. The universe is abundant with all kind of resources. So all you just need to do is tap into that energetic vibration, that energetic alignment. Next we have the Chariot card. So see, the Devil card right now is becoming the Chariot card. That means you are learning to balance your masculine and your feminine energy. You're trying to control your inner demons, and you're trying to control the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of your brain, and you're doing that with a lot of grace. You're learning how to do that. In the beginning it will be a bit chaotic, a bit out of control, but you will understand how to have that balance between materialistic world and the spiritual world, how to have the balance in your body, in your finances, in your health, in your relationship, and in every area of your life. Next we have is the Nine of Wands. That means that you've been hurt, you are injured, but you have your guards up, you're ready to fight whatever challenge that life will throw at you. You will accept that with grace because, okay. So what I'm assuming you, the energy that I can sense from this reading, group number 3, that it doesn't look like your friends and family, the people that you had in your life. They didn't betray you or degrade you or put you down, but the thing is that unconsciously they live in a lower conscious state, like going to parties, drinking, smoking, bragging about their career achievement and not paying attention to their spiritual growth and all of that. That has somehow made you very disappointed at them. And I feel like the world, it's so filled with a lot of disorder, imbalance, and I understand that is true. And you know what, instead of resisting it, see it from a spiritual perspective, because third dimension is all about imbalance, polarities. So when you are seeing that imbalance in the world, don't resist it. Understand that your soul wanted to experience that polarity, that imbalance, and now that you are aware of it, that how it feels like, and there shouldn't be imbalance in the world, now you can integrate that learning. And value group number 3 is, instead of resisting and criticizing this third dimensional world, you should accept the reality the way that it is. And this, if it is so that this is the reality that you don't want to exist in, you can change your belief, you can change your energy frequency to shift to a reality that you prefer. Understand that if you can change your frequency, you can shift towards 5D Earth. Now, 5D Earth is not a physical place or a location that you will have to travel to, but it's a mental state. With the frequency, with the change of the frequency of your body and your mind, you will see the people changing, you'll see the society changing, you'll end up in a situation that is more harmonious and full of balance. Let's see what we have next. We have the Two of Swords. Then we have Eight of Pentacles. And we have the King of Cups. Alright guys, so I'll talk about all of this one by one. So this King of Cup right here, you see the king is quite uncomfortable with his ability to feel emotion. I mean, it is so common for all of us empaths out there that we sometimes feel like we can get drowned in our own emotion. And you might feel that way, although I see that you are trying to get your balance, but time to time you do feel imbalance, and your life right now is all about bringing that balance, maintaining stability in your life between your physical reality and your spiritual ascension. Your life right now is all about bringing that balance between the spiritual ascension and the physical reality. Then we have the Eight of Pentacles that talks about you are working so consistently to get out of this third dimensional, lower vibrational attachment, toxicity, codependency, drug addiction, addiction to money, addiction to fame, all of these things. And you're being very, very consistent in all of that work. Then we have the Two of Swords that talks about confusion and not being able to see things very clearly. Okay, so this card talks about when you are going through this massive spiritual ascension, time to time you might feel that your intuition is right now blocked up and you can't see things clearly. That is normal. Don't be scared. Take a break and then do things again, like meditate in a different way, talk to different spiritual coaches, talk to a different healer, talk to a different psychic medium. They can show you the way. And although you are supported by a spiritual coach right now, but you might in the future might have to go to another spiritual coach to learn new things, to learn things in a different way. Let's see what we have next. We have the Hanged Man. Then we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So the Hanged Man is all about being hanged upside down and not being able to do things, trying to see things from a different perspective and feeling helpless in situations as well. Alright, so when you are trying to get out of this lower vibrational lifestyle, your old way of living, and you're embodying that new way of spiritual lifestyle, you'll feel like there are things out of your control. I mean, the people that you want to keep in your life, but they wouldn't be a vibrational match to be in your life, so they'll fall out of your system anyway. Can't do anything about that. You might change your job, your career, and might shift to a different career. And you might do a lot of different things. I mean, things that you never did before. You might be a bit more vulnerable that you used to be before, be a bit more open to new things, interact with people in a way that you never did before, look at yourself in a way that you never did before. And all these things, that out of box thinking, that new perception, the new way of living is going to be quite overwhelming. Time to time you'll feel like, man, things are going out of my way. And the next card we have is Eight of Swords that talks about a kind of like mental limitation, which is similar to the Two of Swords right here, because both of them, they talk about not being able to see things clearly. And I see here is something or someone is trying to impose a lot of negative beliefs, limitation within you. They will maybe tell you that, okay, there's no way that you can do things in a different way. But you need to challenge yourself in this situation. Like, oh, really? Like, a lot of people will look at you and say, what? You've been drinking your whole life. Can you live without alcohol? You've been a people's person. Now, can you live a spiritual life in solitude? Can you? They will throw challenges at you, and time to time you will feel like, man, is it possible for me? But you need to understand that this experience, this spiritual experience, is something that your soul has chosen to go through in this lifetime, and there's no way that you can avoid that. You will go through that. So the advice that I will give to you is get out of your self-imposed limiting belief system and try to explore new opportunities, because understand that there are infinite number of parallel realities. You can become anything and everything that you want to become in this life. Understand it, believe it, and embody the vibration of the reality that you prefer. Next card we have is imprisonment and distant horizons. All right. So, time to time, you will feel like you are imprisoned in your own body, in your own life, in your country, in your home, in your workplace, in your habits, in your day to day life, in your relationships. But you need to find a way to get out of that, and the way to get out of that would be a distant horizon. So, it's not necessarily that you will leave your country, you leave your city, but it will, mm, like I told you, man, time and distance is just an illusion. There is nothing called time and distance in the spiritual world. It's just an illusion, right? Okay. But when I get the card distant horizons, it means that distancing yourself from the self-imposed limiting beliefs and your lower conscious lifestyle. Distance yourself from all those things. The next and the last card that we have is tranquility. Make time to relax, be still, and enjoy your solitude, indulging in much needed self care. Okay, so when you're going through a lot of this massive spiritual awakening, changing your lifestyle, food habit, all of that, you need to take a break, probably go in solitude. There are so many of these spiritual retreats that you will see online these days. You can go to them there, you connect with a lot of like-minded people. We have the breathwork retreat, we have so many other spiritual retreats. Go there, and I think time to time you do feel a lot of self-hatred towards yourself, that I hate myself, I hate my life, I'm not spiritual enough. Don't worry, everyone has their own journey. Okay, so if you feel somewhat that you are a bit less spiritual than other spiritual people, everyone has their own journey, and you'll become more spiritual eventually, gradually. Don't worry about that. The spirit is telling you right now not to worry and to relax, and you need to spend some time in your self-care. So group number 3, that was it from me for today. And if you need personal reading or energy healing, you can email me to book a session. And have a good week, and I will see you in my next video.